At the beginning of a Broadway show, the lights dim, the music plays, and the audience waits for the spotlight to hit the stage. When the main actor appears, the story begins. So it is with leadership. When you become a leader, the people wait for you to step into the spotlight on center stage. All eyes are fixed on you, waiting to see who you are, waiting to see what you will say and what you will do. After all, you are the leader. What if the spotlight appeared on that stage and you were not in it? What would happen then? The people would be confused. They would wonder where you were. They would think that you didn't understand your role until they realized that you are a different kind of leader. You're not seeking the spotlight. In fact, you've walked off the stage to find the light crew. You will shift the focus of the spotlight to the people you've been asked to lead. You will lead the people to daring destinations far beyond their imagination. You will focus intensely on serving them well along the journey. You will help them discover meaning in their work and principles in their actions. You will dare to serve. Over the last several weeks, we have been talking about what it takes to be a Dare to Serve leader. Today we will conclude with the most important challenge of all. The most ambitious thing you must do as a Dare to Serve leader is to remove yourself from the spotlight. The word for this in the English language is humility. Most of us think that word means meekness, and meekness means weakness. This leaves us thinking that to be humble is to be a doormat that others walk on daily. I want to give you a fresh point of view on humility that will help you be a better leader. Rick Warren gives us this insight in his book, The Purpose-Driven Life, when he says, humility is not thinking less of yourself. It is thinking of yourself less. Think of others more often, count them as more significant than ourselves. Why is this so difficult? Since we were children, we have wanted to be the center of attention. We have wanted our needs to be met. We've wanted to be important. We've wanted to be loved. And if we're honest with ourselves, we've never gotten enough of our needs met by the people in our lives. Somehow our cup is never filled. We come into our leadership roles still seeking to be validated, still seeking approval, still seeking love. These are the heart issues we bring to leadership. Our ego needs stroking. Our needs need to be met. And everyone working with us sees our self-centered nature. Your ego needs might look like this. You are meeting with people but seem constantly distracted by something more important than them. You push for a decision not because it is the right one for the business, but because it will make you look good. You ask for a raise or promotion, but you never recommend a raise or promotion for your team. You quit your job to pursue a promotion with more money without thinking about the impact on others. Your followers accurately conclude that their needs are secondary to your needs. They conclude that you are first and they are second or perhaps worse. Imagine if we brought this notion of humility to our leadership and it was reflected in our actions. What if we were less efficient with our people and gave them more time and attention? What if we asked their feedback before making a decision and paused to accommodate their input? What if we recommend promotions and raises for them before ourselves? What if we stay put in our job longer than we want to because it is in the best interest of the team? A new way to think about leadership for the sake of others. It is a daily struggle to be humble in leadership. I am terrible at it most days, but I know this to be true. Followers appreciate humble leaders, leaders who listen, leaders with the ability to admit mistakes, to apologize, and to be vulnerable in difficult circumstances. Leaders that think of others more than themselves. leaders that say, I am here to serve you well. The most ambitious thing you will attempt as a Dare to Serve leader is to remove yourself from the spotlight. But imagine the legacy you could leave in the lives of others if you did. Will you consciously move yourself out of the light and see the difference it makes in how you serve others? There are a lot of things in life that I know to be useful and true, but I still don't do them. I know that keeping your life organized and orderly makes you more effective, but I don't care enough to act on that. I'm just not bothered by messy desks and messy closets. I also know that budgets are useful planning tools, but I don't care enough to make a budget. For me, it's enough to know that there's still money in my checking account. Similarly, you've been studying Dare to Serve leadership for several weeks, an approach to leadership that many authors and researchers say will serve the people well and drive superior results. But even so, you may not do anything about it in your own leadership life. You may say to friends, I read this cool book on leadership, but then you put it on the shelf and nothing happens. We say we believe things, but then we fail to act on those beliefs in our daily lives. As I get older, I find myself trying harder to true up my actions to my beliefs. I don't want my legacy to be, she said some good words, but I didn't see those beliefs expressed in her life. I want whatever time I have left in this life to be leading in a way that serves the people well. My hope is that this discussion has provoked you to review what you believe about leadership and to consciously decide to lead in a new way. That you will be a leader who pursues brave destinations that inspire and grow your team's capability. A leader who decides to make other people's interests more important than your own. A leader who acts with purpose and principles in your daily life. In this conversation, we have seen evidence that this is the path to superior performance. We have met leaders who have gone before us and shown us how to serve well. We have been challenged by the life and work of remarkable historical leaders who dedicated their lives to pursuing bold outcomes that served people well. From this time together, I hope that you are inspired, motivated, and encouraged to be a Dare to Serve leader. I wish you the very best in your leadership journey.